So let's talk about the virus for 1 second. When it first happened, we didn't know what was going on. Well, we don't have to boo the virus, but we can boo the way Governor Abbott handled it. So, there have been threats, and even Crazy Clay Jenkins has said that, we may close Dallas down. I said, oh, that would be fun. Let's try that again, see how that works out. So, I brought someone here to bring the truth. She is the COVID curing queen of Garland. Please give it up for Yvette Lozano.
To this Chinese virus that has plagued our cities and our country. So listen up, guys. 800 plus people in my office have come in and have been successfully treated with hydroxychloroquine. This is a medication that is readily available in every single pharmacy in the United States. They don't want you to have it. Really? Why? 92 million doses are stockpiled in a warehouse. We need to get President Trump elected so we can release those 92 million doses to the people of America. Okay, so here's the skinny on the virus. First of all, they scared us to death, telling us that millions and millions were going to die. Well, look at the fatalities in Texas. People that have actually succumbed to this virus. Not millions and millions, thank you, Jesus, right? So now let's talk about what we can do to make sure that conservatives all over town don't catch this virus. Wash your hands. Be careful. We're smart. We know how to do that. This is a virus that loves sugar. So do 85% of Americans. And this is not healthy. And we have been forgoing our daily exercise. And so, when I started seeing this virus show up in my office, I didn't know how to treat it. You guys know the story. I went home for lunch. President Trump was talking on the TV. He was getting abused by the media. And he said, I got good news. There's a doctor in France. He's treated 29 people. They all survived. Yay! And I listened, and I went home, and I did a little research, and guess what? Hydroxychloroquine is what we use to treat malaria. And malaria has symptoms very, very similar to COVID-19. What are those symptoms? Lethargy. You're tired, fatigue, low-grade fevers. How about chills? We've all experienced this on and off, but this doesn't go away. This increases in its strength. And then you start having a little problem with your breathing. Like you can breathe okay, but you feel like you're standing on top of a mountain and you just can't catch your breath. And then when you get ready to go to bed, it's scary because you're afraid you're not going to be able to sleep. You're not going to wake up. And that's where the fear comes in. And that's where the panic comes in. And that's when you end up rushing to the hospital. Stop. Go see your local doctor. Tell your local physician. The guy you've been seeing for 10, 15, 20 years, if you want him to write you a prescription for hydroxychloroquine, and when he says no, say, I'm going to fire you.
Yeah!
Because this is one of the safest drugs out there. It's safer than Tylenol and aspirin. This thing's been out there for 65 years. I have treated pregnant women with it. I treated breastfeeding women with it. Oh my goodness, I treated a couple of teenagers with it. Yeah, those teenagers can get into a little trouble. But here's the really great news. 99% of people recover on their own. And the ones that succumb to this do because we haven't been taking care of ourselves. So here's the good news. is you can protect yourself by washing your hands and changing your diet. And what do you mean by that? So, protein, healthy fats, vegetables, but more importantly is the quantity of food that Americans eat. Yes, we're all fat. If you remember the original, yeah, I'm going to mention that word. You know me, if it comes in my brain, it's coming out my mouth. There's no filter. No filter. And let me tell you, I am the biggest culprit. If you saw the last time that I spoke to you, I look a little different. Okay? Yeah. We're about 50 pounds lighter. Yeah. Did I do this because I wanted to? No. I did it because I was scared shitless. Okay? I didn't want to die, and I knew I had to treat you, and I didn't figure it out for a while. It took a couple of you guys to bring me in, and so now we know we can't have that little love handles, that extra 15 to 20 pounds. We can't do that right now. Not until we get herd immunity. Because what they told us to do was the exact opposite of what we needed to do. When this virus got here in March, we needed to be out enjoying our families, enjoying the weather. Now that it's colder, this virus is still here. And remember, it goes in families. It gets transmitted in families. And so once one member has it, everybody gets it. So don't fall into the trap of rushing to get a test and waiting 7 days. That's crazy. Okay? First sign, you're in your doctor's office. 2 to 3 days, you're not over it, you go get medication. And if your doctor doesn't want to prescribe hydroxychloroquine, you get on the internet and you find out who will. Because I'm not the only one out there anymore. There's a whole bunch of us. And some of us are not vocal. We're out there. So, what do we do about the people that are already infected? Okay? First, calm. Okay? Calm. Stop all your sugar. Check your blood sugars. If your blood sugar is greater than 99, and I'm talking about those diabetic glucometers, you check it. If it's greater than 99, get that sugar down. And how do we do that? Exercise. Now here's the key, okay? This is very specific to COVID. When you exercise, many times you use your lungs. If you're on a treadmill, you're jogging, you're running, you're using your lungs. COVID patients have issues with their lungs. So what's the best form of exercise for a patient that has COVID? It's called a recumbent bicycle. Because you're sitting down and you're pedaling your legs and your thigh muscles are very, very strong and they will drop that sugar immediately. So then the next question is, can you catch COVID more than once? And the answer is, when you catch COVID, it's for life. It never goes away. Yes, I know the media has not shared that, and now they're scaring you with sequelae from people who had COVID. Let me explain something. A virus, like the HIV virus, doesn't go away. Hepatitis, herpes, doesn't go away. But that doesn't mean that we're going to become victims to this COVID. What the devil meant for evil, God is going to use for good. Because you are going to lose weight, and you are going to get healthy. Because you need to deal with the COVID. So, do I have patients that have had COVID 2 or 3 times? Yes. And sometimes the 3rd time is the charm. When you finally figure out that you have to change your lifestyle, and you have to get healthy, and you have to eat well, and you have to rest, then this virus is no longer going to be a problem for you. Okay, so no fear, no need for testing. What about the vaccine? Really? Okay. So the vaccine.
Bring it.
So HIV, we've seen it for 40 years. We've spent billions of dollars on HIV. It is worldwide. Can somebody please orient me to the vaccine for HIV?
No.
Exactly. Why? Because viruses mutate. And because viruses mutate, it's very difficult to get a vaccine against a virus. And right now, to be totally honest with you, I don't want anything that's going to be mass-produced in any laboratory or place in China. Okay? So,